What's the most shameless double standard you've ever encountered? Growing up, my half-sister Adrienne was treated like a goddess while I was seen as the family's black sheep, all because she had lighter skin than me. We shared the same mom but different dads, and my stepdad Travis never let me forget I wasn't his real daughter. When I was 13, my school offered a gifted program in science that only accepted 5 students each year. I studied for months, staying up late memorizing formulas and doing practice problems until my hands cramped. Meanwhile, Adrienne spent her evenings at the mall with friends, shopping with our parents' credit card. I got accepted into the program with the highest entrance score they'd ever seen. At dinner that night, I excitedly showed Mom and Travis my acceptance letter. Travis barely glanced at it before turning to Adrienne and asking about her new clothes. Mom just nodded and said, "That's nice," before helping Adrienne plan her next shopping trip. 2 weeks later, Adrienne got a C+ on a math quiz. Travis immediately hired her a $200 hour private tutor and bought her a new laptop to help her study. When I asked for a graphing calculator for my advanced physics class, Travis told me to figure it out myself. The double standard got worse in high school. Adrienne was allowed to get her driver's license the day she turned 16. Travis surprised her with a brand new BMW and even paid for her insurance. When I turned 16 a few months later, Travis said I needed to earn my license by paying for my own driving lessons and tests. I worked part-time at a grocery store, saving every penny. After 6 months, I finally had enough for driving school. But the weekend before my first lesson, Travis took the money from my room, saying Adrienne needed it for a spring break trip with her friends. He promised to pay me back, but never did. For college applications, Travis hired Adrienne a professional essay coach and flew her to tour Ivy League campuses. I had to write my essays between work shifts, using the ancient desktop computer in our basement. Despite having a 4.0 GPA and perfect SAT scores, I could only apply to local state schools since Travis refused to fill out financial aid forms for me. The breaking point came during senior year. Adrienne got caught cheating on her finals. Instead of facing consequences, Travis went to the school board and donated enough money to make it disappear. A week later, I got detention for being late to class after my car broke down. Travis grounded me for a month, saying I was embarrassing the family. When college acceptance letters arrived, I got into MIT with a full scholarship. At dinner, I tried sharing my excitement, but Travis cut me off to celebrate Adrienne getting waitlisted at Yale. He immediately wrote a $50,000 check to boost her chances of admission. That night, I found my mom alone in the kitchen. I asked her why she never stood up for me. She just stared at her hands and whispered, "It's complicated," before walking away. The next morning, I packed my bags and left for MIT early. I had $73 in my account and no plan except getting out. I spent my college years working 3 jobs between classes, living off ramen noodles and free campus events. Meanwhile, Adrienne flunked out of Yale after 1 semester. Travis bought her a condo and started her a fashion business that lost $200,000 in its first year. After graduating summa cum laude, I got headhunted by a major tech company. My starting salary was more than Travis made in a year. At Christmas, they sent me a holiday card, asking to reconnect as a family. Inside was a check from Travis, claiming it was to make up for everything. I took that check, added 3 extra zeros to the amount, and mailed it back with a note. "This is what you owe me in back support, emotional damage, and stolen savings. You have 30 days to pay in full." Travis called me ungrateful and threatened to sue. I forwarded our entire correspondence to his company's board, where he'd been bragging about having 2 successful daughters to land promotions. He was fired within a week when they discovered he'd been embezzling money to fund Adrienne's failed businesses. Now he works as a mall security guard, and Adrienne moved back home after her 4th business went bankrupt.